Chocolate is one of the world's most loved treats, but its journey from a strange, bitter tropical fruit to the smooth, sweet bar we know is far more complex and fascinating than most people realize. It all begins deep in the humid rainforests of West Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia, where cacao trees grow under the shade of taller plants, producing colorful pods that appear straight out of a fantasy world. Inside each pod are about 30 to 50 cacao beans covered in a sticky, sweet white pulp that tastes surprisingly fruity. Farmers harvest the pods by hand using machetes, a tradition that has remained unchanged for centuries, and the moment those beans are scooped out, their transformation begins. The beans are placed into wooden boxes and covered with banana leaves, triggering a natural fermentation process that lasts up to a week. During this time, wild yeasts and bacteria break down the sugars in the pulp, heating the beans to nearly 50 degrees Celsius and changing their flavor from fruity and sour to the beginnings of chocolate. Without fermentation, chocolate would taste flat and unpleasant, which shows just how essential this invisible microbial magic truly is. After fermentation, workers spread the beans out under the hot sun to dry for another week, reducing their moisture content from around 60% to less than 7% so they don't rot during transport. Once dry, the beans are shipped to chocolate factories around the world, where their real transformation begins. They are roasted, just like coffee, at temperatures between 120 and 160 degrees Celsius, and this is where the rich chocolate aroma finally comes alive. The roasting loosens the shells, allowing machines to crack the beans and separate them into cocoa nibs, the purest form of chocolate. These nibs are ground into a thick liquid called cocoa liquor, which contains only two ingredients, cocoa solids and cocoa butter. Despite the name, it contains no alcohol at all. The chocolate maker can now decide the type of chocolate being made, dark, milk, or white, by mixing different ratios of cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, sugar, and sometimes powdered milk. The mixture is refined in giant steel rollers that reduce particle size to less than 20 microns, small enough to feel silky smooth on the tongue. But the flavor is still incomplete, so the chocolate enters a crucial stage called conching. Inside a conch, the chocolate is kneaded, aerated, and heated for anywhere from a few hours to several days. This process removes unwanted acidic flavors and develops the deep, complex notes we associate with high-quality chocolate. Once the flavor is perfect, the chocolate must be tempered. Tempering carefully heats and cools the chocolate so that the cocoa butter molecules arrange themselves in a stable crystalline structure. This is what gives chocolate its glossy shine, satisfying snap, and smooth melt-in-the-mouth texture. Finally, the tempered chocolate is poured into molds, vibrated to remove air bubbles, cooled, wrapped, and shipped to stores around the world. And when we take a bite, we're tasting not just a sweet treat, but the result of months of careful farming, natural chemistry, expert craftsmanship, and a global journey that transforms a bitter rainforest seed into one of humanity's favorite creations. This is the remarkable story of how chocolate is made, from bean to bar.